Hello, this is Deanna with Vintage Veneers Decor. Today I am sealing with clear wax a piece of furniture that I've painted with chalk paint. And I thought that this might be a good quick video to show you how to apply clear wax to a recently painted piece, but also to show you how the clear wax really draws out the deep tones of the colors that you put on your furniture piece. What I have here, I've been working on, is a small vintage doll bed that I have painted in a multicolored dry brush technique. So you have tones of red and turquoise and dark blue and light blue and gray and sort of wispy little white tones, almost giving it sort of the look of blue jeans if it weren't for the red here. Well, today I'm going to seal that, and I'm going to be using Autentico furniture wax. All of the colors that I have on this little doll bed are Autentico vintage chalk colors. So this is the perfect wax to use to seal this. Incidentally, you can also use a polyacrylic top coat to seal furniture, but I like the wax because it leaves a really soft, silky feel. The other thing you should know is while clear wax is sort of the go-to for most pieces, you can also use a variety of colored waxes to enhance the look of your piece. I'm not going to do that on this one today because I have this already done in the way I want with the multicolored paint. But Autentico happens to have 16 colored waxes that you can also use to enhance your paint. So in addition to the wax itself, I'm also using a wax brush. This is a specially shaped brush that allows you to get that wax into the crevices and sort of deep into the paint fibers in order for the wax eventually to combine with the paint and become one. And that's what gives your chalk painted items the durability after it cures. The other thing I'm going to be using is just a simple rag. You can use, the best thing to use is a lint-free rag. You can either use a cloth rag, or you can also use the heavy-duty shop rags that you can get at the big box stores. So it's a really simple approach, and again, I'm going to let you look at the finish as it is now, and as I put on the wax, you'll see immediately how it starts to pull out the colors in the paint. So let me get a little bit of that wax on my brush, and I'm going to hold this up so you can kind of see it work almost immediately. I like to put it on in a swirling motion, and then also sort of do some long strokes here and there. But doing that swirling motion really mixes the wax with the paint so that it will ultimately become one. So you can see that. So already you can start to see those dark colors come through. Really enhances the depth of the chalk paint colors underneath. So simple. And the great thing about Autentico's wax is it's primarily carnauba and beeswax. There's not that heavy petroleum smell. It's also a thinner wax, so it goes on really, really easily. It's very easy to apply. So that's that. It's very simple. Now what we're going to do is we're going to let this dry for about 5 to 10 minutes, air dry a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how I buff this out. Okay, so we're back, and I've let this dry a few minutes. It's still, you can see it has a little bit of sheen on it. And this sort of letting it sit there for a couple minutes just gets it deeper and deeper into the paint fibers itself. But we're going to go ahead now, and we're going to use just an old rag that I have in the workshop. It's a nice soft rag. I'm going to use it to start buffing this out. So all you need to do is sort of rub it like this, and you can do both round strokes, and then you can also do the long strokes, very similar to the application process. You can turn your rag around and get the drier areas of that. And you can also hit these areas here. And what you'll want to do is, the shinier you want it, the more you buff it. So if you are happy with it just sort of as a matte, you don't need to do a whole lot. But if you want it to be shiny, you just keep buffing. You keep buffing it until you get the shine that you want. And then you can even add, if you wish, another layer of the wax on there to enhance the shine. So there you go. As you can see, the colors are really, really now enhanced with that wax, and it has a really soft, silky feel. And that'll protect my wood. When you seal chalk painted items with a furniture wax, you should wait about 30 days for it to be fully cured. Doesn't mean you can't use it before then, it's just that you want to be extra careful around the item that you've just painted until it fully cures. But the wax is something that will protect it. It's durable. You don't want to use any harsh cleaners, of course, because anything with an acetate will remove the wax, but you periodically just clean it with a little bit of water, clean water, and a rag. And then, you know, if it's a heavy use item, you may want to put a little bit of wax on it again in the future, but for the most part, you should be good to go. Thanks for watching.